Hi guys, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today, well, we got some shortages of stuff, and so we're going to fix those up, and then we're going to keep fixing shortages until we don't have shortages anymore, and then we'll figure it out from there. So right now we've got shortages of a few things, mostly solder actually. Solder is what's slowing down massive amounts of red circuits. We do have some other problems as well, which we will get to fixing very soon. Uh, but I've noticed recently that these facilities aren't going very well because there's too much too much mineralized water. I thought, what's the best way to get rid of that? Easy, just dump all the mineralized water. It's wasteful, but it will start my mineral sludge up again because I have massively got a huge undercut of mineral sludge that I used to be getting from the geodes, and while I'm trying to phase a lot of that out, I would still like to have that working. So we're just going to dump 1 million. Yep, dump 1 million mineral sludge, and that train can just stop. Ow! Okay, I've hit myself with the train. That's new. That is new actually. There's a couple other things I want to do. So my aluminium has also stopped working because all the stone gets down here and never goes anywhere ever again. That's probably on me. So we're going to get those fixed as well, and once we get those fixed, then hopefully, you can just stay there for a second, buddy. Hopefully, we will be in a better place. I would love to just get so much more stuff in general, and I'm just going to make a lot of red wires, because let's be honest, I'll use them. Apparently I've upset my train. Never upset your train, people. Just upsets them. I mean, it goes without saying, I suppose. And convert those to the pink or purple turbo belts. Because if you're going to go fast, go as fast as you bloody can. But reds are cheap. I see no reason to go from red to purple on a regular basis. Alright, and we are just going to rig this up in the same way that everything else has been. Because quite frankly, we don't need this to be infinite crushed stone, so. Crushed stone, and we want that to be over, what can this hold? Like, well actually, what does the other one hold? That's probably the real question, isn't it? Other one wants to hold approximately some. Really did it on that one. 8,000. Okay, so it's greater than 8,000. Train, come on by. Right now, it shouldn't be. So, let's go somewhere where it is. And that should restart my aluminium. Thankfully, crushed stone is only doing that there. I don't think anywhere else is using crushed stone that way. But we may need further trains doing this later. And if that is the case, then we'll build more things for them and that won't be a problem. We'll get that sorted. Don't you worry about that. And that should immediately kick my aluminium production back off. Because currently I believe aluminium is at the nice rate of a 0, which is the worst number, needless to say. We'll just repair some stuff while we're here. Cool. Let's be honest, the bots always want to be doing that anyway. And that's probably going to go back and forth from there a few times just because there is so much crushed stone. In fact, what we could do is just help it along. And just chuck a bunch of crushed stone on there. So this station's got a lot of crushed stone, I believe, linked in with it. Not quite sure what the number is, but it's certainly more than 8,000. Which is fine. It'll get delivered and we'll make a lot of bricks from it and it'll be great. And 8,000, I mean, those chests can hold way more than that. Probably would be good to have faster inserters for that. But for now, this will do. Great. So we should have mineral sludge a lot higher than before. I certainly hope. Yeah, it boosted quite significantly when I did that. Almost back to its previous rate. Which is good, that's where we want to be. Now the next problem we're going to have is actually kind of a weird one. Because we're going to need more electrolyzers. Because we kind of want to build another row of these. Need more radars, I think. Could be carrying radars around with me. I thought I just always carried radars around. Do I not do that anymore? Guess not. Okay, we'll pick up a couple of radars. Now ceramic filters are going to be a problem as well, because this doesn't get in quite as much aluminium as it should be. Now, the way I could fix that is just by bringing an aluminium train. Which is not really the ideal of this situation. But I do need more ceramic filters. Maybe I just do it temporarily? You know, that should be fine, I suppose. Okay, where's my aluminium train? This is only going to be a temporary measure. We're just going to like put some on there, because let's be honest, we do not need quite as many as there are there. And we're going to take as much aluminium ore as that train has, and we'll go from that. And that should be good, hopefully. I can't see how it's going to go wrong in any case. That's because I'm short-sighted. Okay, great. Hello, aluminium train. I want that aluminium. You can go home now. It's like, but my aluminium's gone. It's like, yeah, I know. It happens to all the best of us, buddy. What am I doing? There we go. Okay, and that'll just get my... Actually, we don't need that. We don't need any of this, in fact. Because while that used to be a thing we did, we don't do that anymore. Bad face for that factory, I suppose. And sure enough, it just wants a lot of bots to pick those up, but that's alright, it'll get there. Because we need those ceramic filters. Okay, and the stone bricks are really just coming in. But until I have an unlimited supply of stone bricks, it won't start making sand. By unlimited, I mean like, what, over 1,000? And I want 2,000 bricks in there, so that'll be alright. And this should be doing pretty well. Yeah. It gets through it all. Aluminium's churning through. Not quite to the level of saturation that I wanted at, but it's getting there, you know? Can't be mad at it. It's doing its best. Probably also running out of we're not quite making as much crystal seeding as we need. Okay. Well, that's another good thing to see. So, if we're not making enough crystal seeding, then the option is to make more crystal seeding. I really strained for that one, but I got there in the end, didn't I? Okay. We're going to need some ceramic filters. Not too many. I think what we can... just 200. Just a full stack, I suppose. Okay, it's not going to quite give me 200, but I think I need a lot more ceramic filters anyway, so that's fine. So... what my plan might be is to... because I'm sure something will be crushing ingots somewhere. And if it's crushing ingots somewhere, that will be giving me sludge. Oh, crystal sludge. Turn that into crystal seeding. Bob's your uncle. You got an Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob. Unky Bob, as he prefers to be called. Yeah. Unky Bob. Bob's your unky, as they say. If they say that, run. He's not your unky. I know. It's scary to find that out, but you need to know. You need to know this now. Right, so that's bringing the crystals down here. Because running out of crystal seeding, that's disappointing. What we can do is get a filter, and we're going to turn this into crystal seeding, which is... Does it have to have... No, it could go off ceramic filtering. Okay, see, that's pretty good. So we can do a couple of these. And we're going to do a couple of these. And we're going to need purified water, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We should have that nearby, and we do. The only problem is putting things pointing in the right direction. You'd think that'd be the easy part, but no, that's where I suffer. That's where I struggle. Okay, and then we've got the sulfuric wastewater, which pretty sure we can vent that as well. We can just put a new clarifier in there. It's not a problem. And crystal seeding, which is actually something we were making. Gotta come down like that. Okay, so hopefully that makes a little bit more. Well, I guess we do still need to power it a bit. And it does need ceramic filters. Okay, well that's logical, of course. What we're going to do is the old filter. You gotta... Wait, what am I doing? Wait, is that that's the small ones? Okay, that's why I was having a problem. It's got to be the big ones. Okay. More water, of course. And... that it? That's it, okay. And then we just put like... I don't know, 3 in? Where are my ceramic filters? There they are. 2, 3. Okay, so that is making more crystal seeding, and hopefully that is actually helping as well. We'll use the crystal slurry a little bit more effectively. And hopefully that extra crystal seeding will really help make all these other great stuff that I need. That's going to be a problem one day, but not today. Meanwhile, we've got this facility that's being pulled apart slowly. Oh! It's not even being pulled apart slowly, it's completed. It has been pulled apart. Okay, but with the crystal seeding, is this actually going a little bit more effectively? Yeah. Could we be doing more? Probably. What if we put a pump into it that just really emphasized how much we want crystal seeding? Maybe a little tank as well. A little tank would be good. Not quite sure I'm going to get both those things happening, but... it is actually filling it up a little bit more effectively, though. So... can I boost this in a better way? Because I would love to be able to have possibly another one. What we might do is, for now, Let's do this. Pump that up and around, pump that up and around, and we will put in the pump that I was very excited about, that I totally just had, and I didn't just put somewhere and lose it forever. Here it is. In the open. No way to lose that. And yet it was lost anyway. Okay, so that crystal slurry fills up quite quickly. And likewise, that needs its own thing to do the ceramic filtering. So it needs its own water supply. Easy enough. We can just steal it from up there. And 3 more. Just chuck them in there. It'll sort itself out and make more seed. Double the seed, double the fun. That's what they always say. Is that what they always say? I don't know, but we've got more fun and we've got more seed. Woot woot, indeed. I suppose that seeding's going somewhere as well. Okay, good. So, the question is, what do we need now? More filters or more electrolyzers? The answer is yes. Because... Actually, is my solder going constantly? No, not really. Okay. So if my solder's not going properly, fully, that means I do not still have enough minerals. Although, if I connect that, it might help. I don't think that was connected properly. This tin looks to be fine. Lead seems to be less so. Also, we don't have the better lead ore sorting facilities. Let's just add 10 of those. More lead is coming through, that's good. But we just need more solder. We need a lot of solder. I didn't know I needed this much solder, but I do. And then when this is all expanded, my red circuits should be near full belt. How is it now? That's what I would call not near a full belt. What are they lacking? Aluminium right now, actually. Interesting. I suppose... Really? Still? Probably because of crystal seeding on that one, actually. But it is going a little bit faster. Could we even think about expanding that to 4s? Do I have ore sorting 4? That's the real question. I do. Requires some things that I will have access to. And I mean, if I can speed things up to 4s, I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. 4s are pretty good. Blue chips are a little bit short still until red chips are fine. Although actually what I found is I could just... Oh, these are going pretty well. I'll just use blue circuits. Blue circuits will do just fine. Okay, so I did want more filtration units. Probably like another 40. Seems like a large number, I know, but that might be the number I need. Alright, so let's take that finger bus out. And we've got to probably work on this for a little bit. Not hugely, just need to expand out some land. We need more electrolyzers there, that's for certain. While we don't need the 40 filtration units right now, we're going to take it over here, the finger bus over here, put some more filters into here, because I think the filters aren't enough. Maybe? They might actually be enough. I didn't think they were, but... Okay. Finger bus, just wait there for the moment, please. Alright, Problem is not enough slag slurry coming through. That is indeed a problem. Why not? Do we not have enough of these? No, we definitely have enough of those. That's all running pretty full tilt. I mean, I could use some more efficiency modules, but that's not really a concern. So really, the main concern is I need more electrolyzers over here. It's not really a problem. You just build more of them. More sand is probably required as well, but that's all right. Okay, so I came over here thinking I needed filters, but clearly I don't. That's fine. It's better to think you need filters than not have. Actually, never mind. A couple. Like, let's just do one more stack of filters. Can't go too bad. Okay, so we're gonna need more sand. That's a known quantity. And we need to fix up my solder, so we can do that along the way, and then we can go grab some sand. No, we don't want to go there. We don't need to go exactly where we just came from because you moved a tiny inch forwards. Solder is the main reason why things aren't going quite the speed I need them to. So hopefully with upgrading the ore sorter and putting in some chips, that'll be good. Because you can never go wrong with some delicious chips. We are running out of modules though. That's alright, I know I've got plenty of them back at the main base. We will grab some sand though. Wow, 13,000 sand. That's a lot more sand than I thought I had access to. Does seem like problem is just lack of stuff. So let's get more stuff. Easy solution, isn't it? Still didn't put the... Still didn't quite put the stuff up there that I needed to, but that's alright. Let's go get some electrolyzers. In fact, that just goes back to AA home, doesn't it? So electrolyzers, how many do we need? Let's just grab 80. I don't know if I even have 80 available, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Don't need those anymore. Aluminium is doing its best. Circuits aren't quite being redirected the correct way, so let's just correct that. Because top priority should be this one. And then after that one, top priority should be that one. Okay. Upper priority is that way. I think we're still having massive problems with lack of green chips. Which is solder. Is it solder? What are you guys made out of? These things I need a million of. Tin. Shouldn't have a shortage of tin. I should have a huge amount of tin. Okay, this might be another fact that is... I am got too low amount of sludge coming through. That's alright, that's why we're fixing it. Looks like stone isn't as big a problem as it used to be. That's very good. Happy to see that being mostly cleared up. Here is a shit ton of electrolyzers. Cool. Very cool. We should have hydro plants. We should have clarifiers. Yep. And we've got 15,000 stone. Sorry, land. So let's take that Venga bus out for another ride. And just occurred to me that Venga that train route is going to be blocked by that, so cool, glad that we did that. Could have just gone down a little bit lower, but no, we had to build it right there, didn't we? I'm not going to reconstruct it, that's for sure. What we might do is build another circle here and go across. We are going to need another circle very soon, because very soon the whole situation is going to be a little bit more difficult. Okay. Is that enough space for a full one? I don't know why I'm checking this. It's clearly not. What a surprise. It's not. Wow, it's not even half. Yeesh. Was 15,000 sand enough? I mean, I guess we'll find out soon enough, won't we? Oh, it's gonna... Oh, no, it's not even gonna be close. It'll be fine. And let's just grab those. Because we're gonna need all the alien artifacts we can get when we're being lazy. Because when we're done here... Oh yeah, I'm going to need more electrodes as well, aren't I? Oh well. Okay, we want to grab all of that. And we just want to plonk that down right about there. Radar 2 is in the way. Of course it is. It shouldn't even be there. I'll figure out a place for it in a moment. Don't worry about it. Fast transport belt is in the way, is it? Okay, we need to put one more aside, huh? Cliff is in the way. Oh my gosh. Cliff! Cliff! Just angry at cliffs now. Just anyone who's called Cliff, just angry at them perpetually. Okay, it's good now. So before we completely kill our power, let's do what we can to not do that. With our batteries, we haven't got more batteries yet. It's also very easy to just build the conveyor belts. Because conveyor belts are super easy, you just gotta walk in a straight line. How do you mess it up? You don't. Well, you can. You shouldn't. Alright, these are all going to want charging. There you go. Fly, my pretties! Yeah. How do you mess it up? Well, you've actually got to take some real thought into it, but you can still do it, apparently. Alright, let's just grab these so they can fly off again without needing to be reloaded properly. Great. Already this is slowly coming together. I don't know if it's coming together quite as fast as I want it to, but... Power consumption is something that worries me a little bit. Sure enough, there's a reason for that. We are getting close to it. We're getting close to needing another uranium power plant, which is both exciting and terrifying. But if all this works, it shouldn't be as hard because I should have all the red circuits I need to make it good. Gosh, I don't know if I've got anything enough to make everything all well and working. Alright, and just fly, my pretties. Install the plastic pipes. I should really get around to building a robot, like a Spidertron to do all this work for me. One day. Yeah, we're gonna need to get those efficiency modules after this. Like, that's gonna be critically important. We're now at the part of the build where I refuse to do any of it because pipes, and I refuse to do pipe work. I guess I can do that. But I mean, if my hand moves even so slightly, it all just craps out, so it's a bit scary. Besides, the robots do such a good job. They love it. They love their jobs. And I think we're actually going to turn off the roboport now, because we are running out of power. And I would rather not run out of power again, because then I move very, very slowly. And I don't want to move very, very slowly. I've just hit 0 power, haven't I? My greatest fears have been realized. Okay. All I didn't want to have happen is my power to run out completely. And the crushed stone train is no longer there because there's no longer that much crushed stone there. Just kind of what I was hoping for, but also kind of annoying. I don't like the mineral sludges blinking on and off here. It just actually, train, can you come back for a sec, real quick? Oh, crushed stone is actually enough there that needs to be picked up. And it looks like this train is out of fuel. Who designed this train? Why does this train run out of fuel ever? Like, honestly. Just sitting in a train that's not running, like hoping something will change. Yeah, that's how reality works, Seif. If you just sit in a train and never move, you'll get somewhere. Nowhere fast, but somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna fix that train now because this train is unmanageable the way it is. Okay, train. Look, here's some fuel. Can you please get a crushed stone drop real quick? We'll get some fuel into the train there so it stops happening. Oh, some more alien artifacts back there as well. That's lovely. Now, fuel should not be a... You know what, we can even just do one of these. Oh wow, we've got enough stone bricks that it's actually making sand now. That's exciting. And a little worrying. That's okay. Like, if it's taking the stone and it's using the stone, I'm probably not too fussed. Okay, so we just got another ton of electrolyzers, which we probably didn't need that many. Actually, did we need any? We needed some. Okay, well, that's fine. And we do need a lot of these, so let's just burn that up. Ceramic filters, we probably don't need any anymore, so we can probably get rid of those. Electrolyzers, we do need a few, but I don't think we need 80. Let's just go with 40. 40 should be a good number. I think 40 is a superb number, in fact. As numbers go, it's nice. It's a nice number. We're gonna... Have we got enough electrodes? That surely is not the number of electrodes we requested, which was 1,600. It is. We could actually request more. Come here. 2,000 electrodes. That's not going to screw us up in some weird way. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's go get the finger bus to go get some more... efficiency modules, because if we don't get them, we are actually really harming our base and the amount of power we're needing. Sure enough, electrolyzers power is going up for some reason. Probably because I'm building a ton of electrolyzers, right? Okay, I never thought I'd need this, but actually, can you just wait there for a moment? Right. I actually need more than that. Great. Speed modules, could probably use a few more speed modules. I'm a little bit concerned that the speed modules aren't being constructed while I watch them. Why are these not happening? Because that's not what I was looking at. Where are my transistors built? That's a far better question than I thought it would have been. Where are my transistors being built? Up here? Oh no, I know what's happened. They were things I was siphoning off another build, weren't they? Transistors? Why do you not exist? Not enough tin copper wire. Okay, so it's just a continuation of the same problem. Okay, that's fine. The Venga bus should be sorting that out right now. Because with more production of stuff, we don't have a problem with acid, right? No, acid is good. I was thinking we could build another filtration system there, and that's what that was removed for, but we haven't got around to that yet. What happened there, buddy? Who did this to you? Oh, they must have accidentally deleted it. Oops. That should hopefully help then. It's important when you delete half of a large section of base, you don't actually remove something important. I'll learn that one day, but not today. Okay, so toggle the robot port. First thing it's going to do is fire those all out, and you can just immediately see the electrolyzer requirements go down. Oh, those efficiency modules, they're really required. Don't think I brought enough, did I? Wow, that did drop power from 45 megawatts to 35 megawatts? Yeah. Okay, that was more required than I thought. But this extra mineral sludge will really help out. I just need a couple of steel chests, which I actually do have, so I don't know why you're being little bitches about it, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This should all be rigged up more or less. Unfortunately, the answer of less is happening more than more. Yeah, that was a good sentence. I think we should all be proud of that one. And those should be top-up valves as well, not overflow valves. Okay, so we are getting some slag in now, that's good. They can call me Bilbo Slaggins. No one should ever call me that. But we are getting slag in, so that's... Oh my goodness. Could also call me Frodo Slaggins, the same joke applies twice. Because there's two. No, we're not going to continue trying to make this joke work. The joke never worked to begin with, just let it die. Sorry? Oh, the joke lives now. Fantastic. Wish I was dead. I mean, that's the advantage of being a small streamer. No one will ever hear that stuff. I mean, some people will. But that's okay. My wife will, however, remember it. So, you know what? It's great. Right, actually, we weren't quite done there, were we? Because we do need to actually connect these. And we've almost killed my power again. You know what I'm going to do? In between, like, when I run out of power again, I'm going to get a train and I'm going to go get some more batteries. Because this is ridiculous. But what does matter is that we connect this to that. Looks like at least the sulfur connected. Okay, now it is actually producing more stuff that is going into the facility. So that is something we absolutely did need. What is that? Oh, that's connecting oxygen to something. I think that was for when I was moving oxygen from another part of the base, which is fine. Like, I guess I kind of needed that. The important thing is more slag is being melted down into sludge and hopefully is being filtered. Alright, so let's go get more batteries, because we got more room for... Maybe get to battery Mark 3s actually, I wonder. We don't have the tech for it right now, but can I get the tech for it? We would need to figure out alien science packs. Also advanced processing units, so we haven't done that yet. We're not doing that until we get my resources fixed up. Okay, is there a train nearby? No, not really. Really? There's just no train over here? I mean, there's a silicon ingot train, I suppose. I guess we can grab that. What do we need for more batteries? Because this is ridiculous that they keep running out. We need lithium-ion batteries. We need blue... Oh, gosh. Yeah, right. Oh, my train's coming now, so that's nice. Well, look, let's start off with fixing this, because we broke that, we should fix it. Did I not put the radar back? I didn't put the radar back. But I'm pretty... Jeez. I'm pretty happy things are sort of working now. Liquefiers. We can put the liquefier 3s there. That would probably fix that, because I think these are liquefier 1s. And I prefer to have... Oh wow, I really wiped out an entire swath of that, didn't I? I don't think I was meant to quite rip out that much. Hang on, we're not done with you yet, mate. Batteries. They're going to be found around over here somewhere. Okay, so we did rip out a huge part of the base there when we did that, but hey, as typical, that's only caused problems. We are, however, making plutonium. Plutonium is only ever good for you. Okay, lithium batteries. How many of these do we need? I don't know. Let's just take a huge amount of them. $70 was probably too many. Okay, we need processing units. Don't know how we're going to find that many of those. That might be a little bit of a problem. I think what we're lacking there is integrated electronics. Tinned copper wire. Problem with that is we're just not making enough tin. Despite the fact we've got a lot of stuff that can make tin, we're not actually making enough tin. But as these filter... Yeah, so the problem is we're still not making enough mineral sludge. Well, I guess that's what we're trying to fix, isn't it? So, blue circuits, we're lacking tin. Can siphon off a couple, but a couple is just not going to do it. Like, a couple is just not going to do it. We need more than, what, 4? Well, actually... No, we need at least 10 to even do anything. Can I steal tin copper wire from anywhere else? I mean, these guys are getting tin copper wire. Why don't I just steal some of their tin copper wire? What are they going to do about it, huh? Nothing. Little bitches. Got really angry about tin copper wire there for a second, but you know what? I think that's reasonable. Okay, we're just gonna cut that off just for a second, because I want, like, more... Oh hey, robots, what you up to? I mean, they're sort of making them. That's nice. Hopefully this isn't killing resources somewhere else in the base. Probably is. Ooh! Ow. I was like, new exoskeletons, but I can't build them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so really we're just in a bit of a sludge war until we get sludge sorted. Maybe 20 will be enough of these. And a little bit of tin copper really goes a long way with that, doesn't it? Because we need 2 personal batteries. Look, let's get another 10 if we can. I think that'll be enough. Yep. Great. So next we need 2 personal batteries, which that we just make out of batteries, just regular ones. And this we've got still nothing coming down. How glorious. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Just make it. I don't care how long it takes. Just make the bloody things. Resupply me, sure. I love the Grey Goo factory. Does such a good job. It really just makes everything I want. And it sounds like I'm being sarcastic right now, but I'm really not. I really do love it. Titanium is... Why is that not making stuff? Oh, probably because I see the problem here. Can we also do something like this? Right. Okay, that was a weird mistake there, but it's been fixed now. Alright, so land is being constructed. Stone is being consumed. Stone bricks are being... How many stone bricks do I have? I would have thought that I didn't have enough stone bricks. I have 2,000 of them. Never mind, I have enough. Oh! The goo, thank you so much! I'm absolutely... Well, thank you! Oh, you're my first subscriber! I didn't even think to put a sound up for that. Thank you so much. I'm lost for words, aside from saying thank you repeatedly. And now you get to use the cat! Thank you. I hope you enjoy the cat. It's an adorable little kitty, isn't it? So my artist, she drew the cat once for the away screen, and then I'm just like, well, I want more stuff, and it's got to be the same cat. So, oh, fantastic. Yeah, so she's got me a bunch of things, but I haven't got the slots for them yet. I got over enthusiastic. So if I ever get to the fabled, not affiliate, what's above affiliate, then I've got like, I'm ready. I've got 5 things, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. But I'm ready for it. I wonder if I can maybe switch them around sometimes. I've got a really nice shocked one that maybe I can switch that around for Halloween. I don't know. Yeah, you don't need partner, but you do need a lot of subs. And I think by the time you get that many subs, you're probably a partner anyway. But thank you so much. Yeah, so anyway, moving on. Sorry, I gotta... Oh god, what's happened with my sulfur? And now we've got sulfuric acid problems again, so that's cool. Let's all go. Why is that not running? Oh, because I never put electrodes in it. Turns out you need to actually put electrodes to electrolyze the water. Foolish mistake. My artist friend, she is up for commissions. My suggestion is, I've actually got her link to her Instagram account on my page. If you look at the about, my suggestion is contact her and tell her that I sent you. But yeah. She's great. Like, she does adorable little kitties, so if you're interested in that, yeah, send her some love. She's very easy to work with. And you know, there's a couple of changes that need to be made, and she was great with it. You know, turnaround is about a few days. So yeah, send her some love. Well, she's my wife's cousin, so I was following her on Instagram. She just draws these cute cats. I was like, I kind of want to support her, and also I want cute cats. So I have power problems. Everything is now a crisis. Never mind. Cute cats time is over. I still don't have radar, so let's really screw up my power. I mean, I know you do the best cute. I know you've got the cutest kitty, Dagu, and I love your cat. It's adorable every time I see pictures of it. I really need to hunt down more pictures of that cat because it's so cute. And I think we're good here aside from the lack of power. So now we have power problems again. Shit. Power problems are an interesting problem in this game, because when you start having power problems... You've got 2 kitties. I only know of Yuki. Like, I know you've got another one, but Yuki is the one I know well. If you've got another kitty that you've got, like, a link to it on... not Instagram, on Imgur or something, then I'll certainly have a look at it. I'm not sure I can put it up on stream, but... I guess anyone wanted to click the link, you could. Okay, so we got power problems, which means we need to get another nuclear reactor together. Might as well build 2. What do we need for that? 500 advanced circuits. Oh, shoot. So we need 1,000 advanced circuits for what I want to do. Okay. Oh, that looks a lot more encouraging, seeing all those green circuits go. Oh, red circuits are going well again. Oh, thank goodness. I might actually follow that and just steal the things directly from it. Because we've got... It's not 1,000. Well, could have 1,000, I suppose. Okay, well, let's get rid of the things we definitely don't need right now. We don't need 2,000 of those anymore. We don't need 40 of these anymore. So that gives me a lot of more room. Oh gosh, I was not prepared to deal with a nuclear problem, but I suppose it makes sense because I did just make a shit ton of stuff. I mean, it's not the worst nuclear problem you can have, I suppose. I don't think things go, you know, reactive in this game, which is nice. You know, small blessings, I suppose. We should have heat pipes around here somewhere. I'm sure I make heat pipes. Please tell me I make heat pipes. Oh, I don't make heat pipes. Wonderful! Well, I guess I'm making heat pipes now. Unfortunately, it might be one of those problems where it's like trying to make them now is requiring a lot more resources than I'm really able to generate. Oh! Pictures of the kitties in Discord. Can't share Discord right now, but... Oh, you... That's a cute kitty. I hope Yuki and the new kitty get along. Because I understand Yuki might be a little bit stroppy. But yeah, that's a great cat. They don't? Oh, that is a right shame. Concrete, concrete, concrete. I need 500 concrete. There's 500 concrete right there. I need steel plating. That's actually pretty easy to come by. Okay. Yuki and Kira, huh? Cute. I need these way faster than they're being generated. Like, way faster. How many heat pipes do I need? 25. Okay, that's not... Well... Even after that, I do need... Probably, let's say, 200 heat pipes. And steel... Well, okay, the problem is power is just coming down. Well, at least in one of the pictures, Yuki and Kira appear to be doing alright with each other. Wait. Something else eating up heat pipes? Do we actually make heat pipes and something else uses them? Where are you going, heat pipes? To here. No? Oh, to here. Well, ironically, I do need these, but not as much as... Well... I'm only trying to make 25 of these? Okay. Look, if I just go steal a bunch of steel... Just... yoink all the steel I can. Steal the steel! Don't stop the steel, steal the steel! This is my new campaign, I suppose. Steal the steel. Oh, the problem isn't that. The problem is it's too slow. Okay, so let's just put more stuff in there faster. You know what? More stuff! Just really go to town on it. C for Prime Minister, steal the steel. It's a very confusing campaign slogan, but I like it. If you're stealing steel, you know you're in a good place. Does that first badge last you forever, Dagoo? I mean, you know a little bit more about Twitch than I do. If it does, I think that's really funny. Oh, and it looks like my red circuits are actually built up. Okay, so I do still need to steal more steel, but ironically I can... Okay, no, you have an aneurysm playing this game, because this is a mod. That's awesome, I'm glad you get the sub badge. This is a mod that made the game way more complicated. When I'm done with this, I'm going to play the game probably regularly on stream without the mod, just to as a palate cleanser, and it'll be a lot less terrifying. That will, however, take another 3 months, because this mod is bullshit. This mod is as bullshit as the people that play it. Right now I've offended half my audience, I apologize. But, yeah, the mod is really the one that makes it difficult to understand. That's just the nature of the mod. Whereas normally the game is not this terrifying. Normally there is far, far, far less happening. What does the mod do to make it different? It adds like 10 times the amount of everything. So if there is only, I think, 4 or 5 types of resources in the main game that can get turned other things, this one has like 30. And so the mod just makes everything just way more bullshit than it really needs to be. And also, it's not like converting things into other things and converting those things into things. It's just, there is a thing, you make it into a thing, you are done. Just real simple like. The mod just goes, no, screw you, you don't get a good time. But I enjoy the soul-crushing misery. That's really what I'm going to on this one. Soul-crushing misery. Like, I've built one of these in the base game, and it is way smaller and way easier to manage. In fact, can this be upgraded? It does be upgraded. Great. But it's like the thing would be like half the size. So this thing will grow. This thing will probably grow to double the size by the time it's all done. And the game goes from being like a 30-hour game to being a, you know, 400 or 500 hour game if you're good. Oh, if you're bad, 200 if you're good. I'm not good, so 500 hours is how much it took me the first time I did this bullshit. Look, yeah, I'll let you know when I'm doing a normal version of this game, because this game is... It's interesting, but at the same time as when you're 100 hours in, like, this has all been done more or less by hand. And so, yeah, it's kinda crazy. But yeah, it's all been done more or less by hand, and like everything that's been created, I have put down some point. You know, I was the one who created this madness to some degree, and that's kind of the fun part of it, I guess. I need these heat pipes. But given I just took these, that wants its own heat pipes. No, I want those heat pipes. You don't get them. It's usually a lot more chill, that's what I can say for certain. Where are heat pipes usually made from? Oh god, there is so much bullshit happening right now in this factory, in this section of the factory. You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna go see what I can do with the uranium I got. In doing so, I may kill my power a little bit more. I mean, like, the base game has nuclear power, and it's like, that's fine, and that's like a very, very late game thing. In this mod, there is 4 types of nuclear power, each one becoming more and more crazy. And requiring more and more steps to it. And requiring more and more power. And yeah, it's just... the disaster that becomes is kind of the disaster that it wants to be. You know? And normally the factories sprawl out in a different way in the base game. Not quite the same way, but they do sprawl in their own fantastical little way. Okay, so we're going to expand this out. What we might do, the best way to do this may be to get rid of these. Those will cut down my power a little bit for a while, but it's okay. I'll tell myself that just to stop crying. And so, no, I don't need to do that. I do, however, need to do something like that. Okay. Right, now it needs fuel. Which isn't actually as big a problem as it sounds, because we have prepared the fuel for the previous ones. Pick up and drop, and then it's gotta come back in somehow. You know what, we can do it this way. It'll be fine, probably. Just put discarded nuclear reactors in the wrong place. I can't imagine how that's going to go wrong. Okay, so the temperature is growing. That is wonderful. How much heat can this thing generate? Whatever the answer to that is probably not enough. Okay. And we're going to need... This is going to be heating up quite rapidly, I'd imagine. Hey Dark Rail, how you doing? It's good, man. Happy to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you're doing alright. We've got a minor power crisis at the moment, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. What's the worst that could happen in a power crisis? I mean, I suppose not much. It's, you know, it's a pretty safe game. Okay, power is going up. We have run out of heat pipes. Needs more pipe, damn right. Why has this all stopped working? Shouldn't have stopped working. Oh no, I know what I've done. I've cut power to the entire base. Awesome. So if I looked at the rest of the base right now, it'd be running on like... Actually, it's doing better than I thought. Maybe I didn't cut power to the entire base. No, I have. I've cut power to the entire base. I wonder why it was working then. Okay. The screaming of steam. That's what I like. So real quick, how much heat do we have and how much more can we fit? We can do a few more. Well, let's do a few more then. Ah. Well, again, good to see you, Dark Rail. We are currently trying to fix power problems. Because building shit tons of electrolyzers turns out that can be a problem. What a surprise. Okay. So, well, we're now at green power again, so we're fine for a little while. But we are... How's my solder going, actually, while we're on the train? Solder is maxed out. Wonderful. Problem's probably copper now, if I had to take a guess. It is. Is there any reason that's crapped out, or just lack of stuff? Lack of stuff is usually the wrong reason. Okay, more heat pipes preferably. Still trying to take as many heat pipes as I can. Copper is being a problem. You know, I know where we've got a lot of copper. We can just steal that copper. And we do have these batteries that I never actually chucked in. If I do it like that, I will never chuck in anything, apparently. Okay, and one more space for batteries? Yes, we've got one more space for batteries. It's always good when you're putting batteries in just to chuck them in. It's like, you know that for Portal 2 they had these ads that made them look kind of like real ones, where they had Cave Johnson just talking about aperture science. And it's like, how do we fit so many bullets into our turrets? Simple, we just use the whole bullet. That's more bullet per bullet. And we've got so many heat pipes just sitting here. Anyway, that's the way of Seaf Industries. We use more heat pipe per heat pipe, I suppose. Seaf Industries is now apparently the name of this facility. I'm surprised by it too. Alright then, so we've got more turbines, we've got more heat exchangers. Yeah, this should be fine. In fact, let's just slow this baby down a second. We could make another reactor. This is how you get bombed, by the way. Oh, we've got so much stuff. What if we built another nuclear reactor? How could this go wrong? Okay, so we're gonna need more steel pipe. You know what, Fingerbus, you go back. Fingerbus, go home. We'll grab you in a second. I love the Fingerbus. It's so important to everything I do. Okay, so we can build another nuclear reactor, which will make us very efficient. Okay, the Fingerbus hasn't returned. Oh, here it comes. Fingerbus. Okay. We can expand my uranium reactors to 4, which will give me an extra equivalent of, what, 6 reactors because of adjacency bonuses? I think that's how it works. We've got plenty of heat pipes, we've got plenty of everything else we need. We've even got some 3 bar pipes, which is not needed, and we're going to throw those away. So we probably need to keep a very close eye on uranium for the next little while, just to make sure that uranium is still being produced at an appropriate rate. Never mind, we have 1.4 thousand uranium. We're probably okay. And we'll just put the uranium in the thing, heating it up, heating it up. Heating it up. I say we're heating it up. Alright, anyway, that was a song moment. I don't know where that came from, but that's where we're at. Could build out that way. In fact, I think we won't. No. Where are we gonna... There's probably a much more elegant way to do these. I acknowledge this. And this isn't the way to do elegant... No, okay, well, that's never getting water again. Okay. Well, I guess I have to do it this way now then. And whoop. Okay, so we can do... Okay, that's going to heat it up. Temperature is 260 degrees and rising. This is the least elegant way you could possibly ever do this, but it's fine. Because I said so fast that someone could say it's not. And then power it, power it, power it. We have an extra 100 megawatts of power. That's pretty good. But is it good enough? And I say nay, good sirs. I say nay. Okay, so that's a lot of steam turbines. Gabe Newell wants to know my location. He doesn't, actually. I think he's in New Zealand though. I'm pretty sure Gabe Newell lives in New Zealand these days. So, you know, I got that going for me. I'm not sure where in New Zealand he lives, but I'm pretty sure he does live in New Zealand. But, you know, he's a billionaire, so chances of Gabe actually wanting to know my location is very slim. We have 576 megawatts of power. And everything's still heating up quite nicely. How are we going for heat anyway? We can generate another 300 megawatts of power just with what we've got. Which sounds like a bad idea, which is why I'm going to do it. Let's just put that on there because, yeah. Just a really long heat pipe. This is fantastic. This is bad factory planning. Especially with this molten lead pipe just going straight through the middle of it. Oh gosh. Oh, the humanity. Maybe we'll just, there we go. Actually, could I make these a little bit tighter? Oh wait, I'm out of steam turbines. Okay, so I can't actually make enough. That's alright, we'll just prep them for later. And meh. Okay, so it does still heating up, so that's fine. So we'll just get some water together. So that way when we can do it, we'll have the water for it. And just a regular pipe. Awesome. How's everyone doing today? Everyone doing alright? I had the week off work this week, so it's been pretty good for me. I've been having a great time. So it's my wife and I's anniversary, so we've been just going around, just having a good time. And honestly, what else do you want to do on that time, you know? Yeah, that's what we've been doing. Power generation looks to be fairly stable. The only thing that would probably help is actually connecting this. And could probably use some more steam turbines, but quite frankly at that point I don't care anymore. We'll try to grab some. We'll grab like 20, and after that I probably don't need anything else. You know what, actually, let's just finish this off. Actually wait, how much does this do? This does... Ah, yeah, that's right. Okay, I was just wondering about my ratios there, but the ratios are correct. And boop. Okay, so we don't need any more heat pipes. We've got definitely enough of those. Power is fine for the moment. That's great. I think now we worry about this filter system that I started working on and then just ran away from because I got scared. Crystal slurry is maxed out. That's okay. You know what? Not too fussed if the crystal slurry is maxed out. Hang on. If crystal slurry is maxed out, how does it not have enough crystal slurry? How crystal slurry maxed out if it not maxed out? Question we all got to ask ourselves. Is crystal slurry even maxed out, or are they lying to me? That's a good question. You say you're maxed out, I say you're lying. Has mineralized water gone too far again? Has mineralized water gone too far? Probably. We probably make too much mineralized water compared to how much crystal slurry we make now. So what I might do is just a couple of clarifiers. I don't have a pump for this. Well, I could if I do this. Boop. I pump now. And if that is like over 340, then, oh, 3400 because it does not accept standard notation. That's under, so we probably want to be over. Great. That'll keep it a little bit fine. Okay, so filtration. Now, we destroyed all this stuff before because we thought this was a good idea at the time. Whether that was correct or not, maybe another issue entirely. Because it does look like that's caused a bunch of problems for me. But you know, well, one of my great ideas wouldn't cause a bunch of problems for me, I suppose. Okay, great. So we just want another one of these filter systems. Because I believed erroneously that this would help me. Now the dangerous part, of course, is the word erroneously. So hopefully it helps. We may need to pick up more filters along the way, though. Is this going fairly well? They are making minerals. They are being crushed. They are going into here. And they are being sent out to the world. Are they? Are they being sent out to the world? Maybe. Going up through here, and then it should be connecting to this. It should be making my tin eventually. But it's not. I think what I need to do is also have it going down the other way. We'll sort that out in a moment, though. Meanwhile, this is almost done. Aside from that steel chest that I always need to build one of, because I always forget about that bit. Yeah, we need some filters, and then we also... Oh, I actually did do the filters this time. Then I also need some water. In fact, the water, we kind of just copy that system, don't we? Then we need to figure out how to actually get the water in, which actually, you know what, now that I see it, there's a pipe right there. And that'll give us some amount of water. That'll also give us sulfur water that we don't really want, so we need to clarify that. Where's the purified water going to? Nowhere. What? That should be fine, shouldn't it? Water goes in there. Purified water's in there. That shouldn't be connected to anything else. That's purified water, yeah. And that is crystal slurry. Why is that crystal slurry? Where does this crystal slurry even come from? Has the crystal slurry just always lived here? No. No, it's come from somewhere. Oh, shoot. Ah. Okay. Okay, so the crystal slurry was actually in there for some reason. Probably heretical reasons. That's just the way of crystal slurry. That's just the way of heresy and crystal slurry. Okay, great. What have I actually got in here? Anything useful? I mean, we've got a bunch of belts, I guess they're we could just take everything, I suppose. That's useful. Okay, so if we get some belts in there and then figure out how the heck to connect everything. Okay. So we do need filters. We do need steam turbines. We need a train. That's what we need more than anything else right now. And there's a train right down there. It's the bean and nuts. Not bean and nuts, it's bean and nutrient paste. On hindsight, I should have called it something different that wouldn't get me confused between an actual thing that exists. Because nuts is a thing that I will need at some point. Oh, will I need them? Oh, rancid puffers need. Rancid puffers need... Oh, it's the eggs. What do rancid puffers need? You're not helping me out, rancid puffers. Not raw gas. It must not be rancid puffers I need. What are the puffers I need? Corrosive puffers? Corrosive puffers. Okay, corrosive puffers need to breed fruits. Alright, that's easy enough. Now, this is going well, but I think the problem we've got here is that we've got... Slurry's not getting out enough. So we need to get that slurry out to experience the real world. So we're going to take the Venga bus out. Okay. So the Venga bus is out, and we're going to connect the sludge from here into the lower section of this array. That should make more tin, and probably really expand everything. Hopefully. It's probably a better word for it. Internal ones I need. Okay, so what I'm going to do is connect it like this. Can I do that on the other side as well? Oh, are these not balanced? Oh wow, these aren't even... They're not even adjacent. Like, they're not even aligned with each other. This is a travesty. Like, who did this? Absolute travesty. They should take away my license. Please don't take away my license. What was that? My wife pointed out I don't have a license. Well, they should give me a license and then take it away. I would love it if the university did that. It's like, we are giving you a doctorate just to take away your doctorate. Just to prove how much we dislike you. It's a bad plan overall. You know what, another problem is right here that apparently we don't actually have a way to get that stone out. So that should fix something. I don't know if that's a tin line, that's a copper line. Not hugely fixing anything. And another thing that needs to be fixed is this. So hopefully that... Yeah, okay, more tins coming through now. That's very exciting. Let's just speed up the game a little bit just by... Oh, wow, what? I mean, I don't have enough space for pipes. I'm the pipe master. I'm not the pipe master, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have misled you like that. Okay, you're in a sci-fi D&D campaign. What happened? Tell me your D&D story, sir. Oh, lobotomized you. Turned you into a potato. Not physically, but mentally. That's pretty horrifying. I don't think they physically turn you into a veggie, unless you did say it was a sci-fi game, so maybe they did. Yeah, it's pretty horrific. My favorite character I ever had in a D&D game, we were playing like an X-Men style game, and I had a character who was like a psychic who could make people forget like the last sort of 5 minutes, which I absolutely loved her. She was great fun. But basically she was in someone's mind trying to convince them to do something, and then when the conversation went badly, she would basically make them forget the last 5 minutes, and using the information she had, she would have the conversation with them a second time. And that was great. So I'm convincing the bad guy, hey look, you know, you don't want to kill all the mutants. You want to, yeah, mutants are on your side. And he'd be like, no, they're not, they're doing this. I'm like, well, okay. I know that's what actually pissed you off, so I won't say that again. And so I'm doing this conversation, meanwhile we're being attacked by like anti-mutant people. That's pretty rough. And one of my teammates thinks, okay, the best way to deal with this is to sever the connection to the mind so that way amnesia will run, which was the name of my character. I was like, okay, that's interesting. So he severs the connection like in a really haphazard way just because he's in a hurry. And at that time, X-Men First Class just recently came out. And I just went like, I can't feel my legs. And the DM goes, you can't. I'm like, oh. Oh, this is a lot less funny now. So yeah, basically because he was like so haphazard and trying to get us out of there, paralyzed my character, which was pretty sad. Kinda wish he hadn't done that. She was one of my favorite characters I ever had. Just the amnesia ability was kind of horrific at times, and it's kind of why I loved her. Because in one case, like, she was in this huge fight, that sort of thing, and basically what is the X-Men plane called? It's like the Blackbird, I think. Anyway, the Blackbird, basically the enemy teleported a grenade into the ship. And so her boyfriend's like, I know how to deal with this. Grabs the grenade and teleports out of the ship with it. And kills himself. And she's like, you know the meme heroic BSOD, like blue screen of death? She's just like, watches on the screen him die, and she's like, you know what? I'm just going to forget that happened. And just amnesias herself. Which was kind of horrific. Yeah, so she forgot that he sacrificed himself for her. And I was like, ah, why did I make him do that? Why did I make her do that? But you know what? I can fix this. Second time I can fix this. No, I can't. I'm not gonna. So, yeah. And the DM was like, well, you know how like superheroes, when they're like in really intense situations, their powers go more than they normally should? You know, people that normally couldn't do something can. Yeah, the amnesia power worked for longer than 5 minutes and was very precise at that point. And so, rather than just wiping out the last 5 minutes of how he died, just wiped out that he ever existed in her mind. And it's like, wow, that just got even more tragic. So yeah, just forgot that he ever sacrificed himself for her. Like, ah, oh, that's bad. It was a good DM, actually. You know, he had the power to really just make you upset about what just happened. Good times. You can. But it wasn't even really meant to be a fucked up story. It was just a story that, you know, wouldn't be too surprising that you'd see in, like, you know, those movies. Just that like really tragic moment where, you know, a teenager did something stupid. You know, a teenager dealing with grief for the first time goes, I know how to deal with this, and then does. And I just think it's kind of, you know, because you know people would do dumb shit if they had powers. You know, some like warlock would absolutely make deals with something they should never make deals with. You know a sorcerer would just cast fireball to deal with all their problems like a murder hobo. And it's not even like, oh, I'm just playing my character, you know, the classic D&D horror story, like, I'm being antisocial because I'm a dick. No, some people do that. Some people do that with gums. I mean, yeah, maybe she was absolutely right. I don't know. I just also like the idea that, like, the DM was saying, like, you know, she returns from a mission, and everyone's, like, already heard, and it's just like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, why? Like, almost like she's being an absolute callous bitch, but she literally cannot understand why everyone's so sorry for her. She's like, everyone got out okay. No, nothing bad happened. We were lucky. D&D was one of these things that I always wanted to get into when I was, like, young. And when I came to university, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to try this. And I met a great group of people who I still play with today, and they're absolutely fantastic. They will murder hobo into murder hobo. They will, like, puzzle solve like idiots when they shouldn't. They will make the weirdest characters and just live with it, and I absolutely adore my group. So yeah, it's good fun. D&D. It's, if you are ever wondering, if you're watching this and going, I don't know about D&D, it seems like a bunch of nerd shit. Well, step one, you are watching a Factorio SeaBlock stream, so you decide if you should be talking about nerd shit or not. Step two, I mean, get a bunch of people you trust, like good friends. Try not to get those people that you're sort of casual acquaintances and, you know, you don't really like them that much, but I guess you could play a game with them. No, get people you can trust. Get people who aren't gonna, like, try to ruin something for fun's sake. Like, just really ruin something just because, hey, I thought it'd be funny, lol. You get a bunch of people that can, that really want to storytell, and, I mean, hell, DMing is an art, and it is a scary thing to do as well. I won't deny that for a moment, but man, if you can get through that, holy shit, it is so worth your time. Like, it is so worth your time. And it may not feel like it at times because you just feel like, well, I'm just playing this game and nothing really happens. But at the very least, you're spending time with friends. You know, you're spending a couple of hours or 6 hours or however long you play, you're spending it with friends. And you're creating a shared story, and it becomes a wonderful thing where you start talking to people like, hey, do you remember that time that this character did this? And everyone just has this shared story that everyone just laughs at. Like, personally, again, my group's been together for a long time, just laughs at, and everyone just looks at you like you're idiots because no one understood why it was funny that like Demon Child was throwing a fireball. And everyone in the group knows why. It's just that shared story. It's like, you know, it's like the in-joke, but you were all there. And it's just kind of beautiful. Speaking of things kind of beautiful, where the hell is this going? This does not look like it's going fast enough. Okay, we need to speed this shit up. Anyway, that's me being waxing lyrical over D&D stuff. Oh. Because this isn't fast enough. I see. I mean, yeah, it is nerd shit. I will never lie. It's absolutely nerd shit. But best damn fun. Why is this not going anywhere? Oh, because it's not actually rigged to work like that. Interesting problem. Okay. Well, no, that was always going to be like that. But then we have another one that... Anyway, that's me waxing lyrical about D&D. And I mean, I totally get it. If anyone's like, yeah, it just doesn't sound like for me. Like, sure, it just isn't for you. It isn't for you. And you get some unfortunately bad time stories, as I've been reading about on Reddit lately, of just people just having the worst time because people were playing it for, I don't want to say the wrong reasons, but people playing a cooperative storytelling game like a way to win a game, and that's not fun. You know, you're going to have a bad time like that. But, man, if you can find that group of people who can just really gel and are not afraid to just make slight fools of themselves. Oh, there is absolutely systems for just doing that sort of antisocial behavior, certainly. But if you can find that group, holy shit, you can have a good time. I just recently finished running a game like in the last sort of few months. It took me, what, like 6 months to get through. Actually, no, it took me way longer than that because the bloody pandemic happened and we couldn't meet for ages. Nowadays we just all meet online, so I don't know why we didn't do that for so long, but hey, you know, we didn't. But this actually making stuff? No, still not really making stuff. Okay. I'd like to make stuff, please. But yeah, I've played a bunch of systems. Part of me really wants to run Call of Cthulhu, but I acknowledge what an oppressive world that is, and I also acknowledge what a peacenik DM I am, that I really want to not kill my players. And I think I don't want to say like to be a good Call of Cthulhu dungeon master you need to be actively wanting to kill your players, but you need to not forgive their mistakes. Which, I mean, death is something that happens rarely in the games I play. I like to play a heroic game, but Call of Cthulhu is not a bunch of heroes saving the day. Call of Cthulhu is people will die, and it will not be their fault always. Sometimes it'll just be bad time, bad place. And I don't know why I want to run that, but I kind of do. Because I'm a bad friend. What's going on here? Why are you not happy, buddy? Do we have too many? We have too many filters. Okay, let's just shorten those number of filters then. Would that make you happier? Would that make you happier? Now you don't have enough pure water? Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you started bitching about the number of filters you don't have. I'll help you, I'm just kidding. We have buds. That's not getting any slag whatsoever. Call of Cthulhu's stories of slow and insidious apocalypse. Absolutely yes. And it's also stories of apocalypse that you can't fathom. Like, it's not the apocalypse of nuclear war. It's like where you can see, humans did this. This is humanity's fault. No, Call of Cthulhu is, you did nothing really wrong. It just happened. Because something in the universe hates you. And it's not your fault. It's no one's fault. I mean, it might be some people's fault, but ultimately it's no one's fault. It just, the world ends sometimes, you know? Oh yeah, they don't hate you. They just don't give a shit about you. And why would they? You were so insignificant. And that level of oppressiveness of just how much you are not cared for by the universe of Lovecraft. It's like, yeah, why would it care about you? What's special about you? Nothing. you're just meat. Not even good meat. You're low quality meat. And yeah, that's tough. That's tough to know. The more you understand about it, like in character, the worse it gets because you realize how insignificant you are. And that is kind of the strong point of the system, but it is also, you know, you need to have a group that acknowledges, yeah, you may not win this. In fact, you're more likely to lose this and win this. You don't walk away feeling like goddamn Tony Stark. You don't even necessarily get away with it walking away feeling like Tony Stark at the end of Infinity War. Spoilers. At the, at the end of Endgame, no, he didn't do a lot of that. But I mean, like, you know, at the end of Infinity War, you just felt like absolute hopelessness. Like, the heroes lost, and there was nothing left. And then, of course, Endgame came along and was like, it's fine. Which is okay. I think if they just kept making the heroes lose over and over, I think people would have been like, I don't like this at all. We are not burning through enough oxygen, apparently. Interesting. Two chicks, technically. Well, one wasn't sacrificed. Well, one sacrificed herself. Like, Gamora wasn't entirely her fault. I guess Gamora kind of came back. Yeah, I know, spoilers. My wife's just shouting spoilers at me from the bedroom. The spoilers for everyone else, not for herself. Me and my wife have long arguments about everything Marvel these days. Which, by the way, I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you are interested, check out Loki. It's showing now. It is so good. I love it. And if you're not into Marvel, then I mean, it's just more Marvel, really. We're going to need more electrodes. Okay, I think this is probably good. Do we have more tin being made? No, we are still short on everything. Wait. Dark rail. Dark rail! No! I mean, that's fine. I'm just like, how do you watch Endgame and not have watched everything else? Or anything else? I'm trying not to judge right now, but I can't help. You watched Iron Man 1, the old Spider-Man films, and Endgame. You're like, yep, this is all I needed to know. Oh god. I love it so much. It is like, man, Spider-Man, they changed his actor. That's weird. It's so funny. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, I assure you. I'm just laughing because it's really funny. Yeah, no, I've gone down the... There is so much spoilers and memes about those movies, you literally can't avoid them, and honestly, if you've seen the memes, you've probably seen everything you needed to see, right? But, man, I am just so down the Marvel rabbit hole now, like, I'm reading the comics, I'm, you know, watching the shows, I am, like, playing the card game, which, by the way, Marvel Champions, fantastic card game. It is a fantastic card game, too. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It is just funny. Man, I'm just so excited about Black Widow, and I'm not even sure if I'll like it. Well, no, I'll like it. I've liked all of them. That's fair. I mean, if you don't even really have the time for it, I mean, when are you going to watch them, right? Just needs so... Deadpool 1... I like Deadpool 1 more than I liked 2, but I think Deadpool is an interesting character. Did you like Deadpool 1 and 2, Dark Rail? Yeah. That's cool. I think I want a few more electrolyzers down here, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I respect that opinion. They were fine for what they were, I suppose. You know what? I do not have enough things, so I'm going to speed this up down here. That's fair enough. I just like people hitting people and being like, ooh, that was a big hit. I like to just turn my brain off and watch films. Meanwhile, my wife wants to watch things that are a little bit smarter than that. I'm like, nah, I just want to see a man hit another man. And go, ooh, Dad, he got hit real big. He got a big hit. No, that's the sort of intellectual level I can handle. What are we running out of? Just sludge still. We just need more slag. I mean, that makes sense actually. This extra one probably wouldn't be able to handle the... I did just build more electrolyzers when really this doesn't need that much. I mean, until tin is just up and running again effectively, I'm just not going to forgive it. How are we going with science? I noticed science has not moved from the 77% we started on today. What is the problem? Yellow appears to be the problem. Why is yellow the problem? What is your problem, yellow? You're fine with those, you're fine with those. What is your problem? These. Wait, what is your problem? Couple of things it looks like. Blue chips, okay, can't say I'm necessarily surprised, and tinned copper. So really, this amount of work that I'm putting to just make a lot of tinned copper is actually, copper, is actually well placed for a change. Not entirely disappointed by that. What's going on here on that pipe? And now the problem is, again, that we just don't have enough electrolyzers. So this is a problem that I just seem to keep going on. I'm like, I don't have enough. Ah, worms! Okay. We got a worms problem. We've got a worms rumble problem over here. Okay, it's time to bring the Venga bus around. So for the Venga bus to do its main job when it's not ferrying passengers. Specifically me. Okay, put a circle down. Circle here looks pretty good. And then what I reckon, hopefully, once I get this sorted, I will be able to start really going and making I'll get there with this word. Start making black circuits, and then I can make my robot spider. because you always want a walking vehicle or whatever the heck the mod calls level 1 things. But I think we're about done for today. No, we've got another 5 minutes. Never mind. We'll get this done. Oops. Oh no. Alright. This goes on for too much longer. We're going to start having sulfuric acid problems as well. That's the next problem we're going to run into. Alright, so let's get a circle in here, and let's bring the Venga bus around. The Venga bus can probably be there for 200 seconds. It'll probably get enough work done there. Ooh. But how are we going with mineral sludge? I imagine mineral sludge is probably... Oh, look at the fluids. Sludge is hopefully increased today. Not really, actually. Did mineral sludge collapse again? Is that... Yeah, that collapsed again. Okay. So the problem is we are making too much mineralized water and that freezes up everything. Okay, so we can deal with that now, actually. Yeah, we're going to need another train to deal with that, though. Because I think the problem we're running into is we've got those electrolyzers up there that are doing great jobs, but I think they're doing too great jobs because they were counting on more stuff being made. We've got these things here, quite frankly, are not really required to do what they're doing. So we're going to turn these off, I think. Alright, and the Venga bus is getting some dark work done. Oh, I love the sound of that artillery cannon. Got some real heft to it. Again, when the mineralized water collapses, everything just sort of collapses around it, and that's just not good enough. What I might do is... I'm going to need another pump actually, aren't I? Dang it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go get some pumps. I assume I don't have the things I need to build them. No, I need engines. Okay. Factorio players definitely understand the reverence the soldiers and evil god Tanya has for artillery. I don't know the reference, I'm afraid. Tanya? Who the heck is Tanya? Or Tanya? I don't know. Saying it as an Australian accent for my Australian viewers. Okay. I don't know the reference. Worth checking out. Or is just the reference, is that enough? Copper pipes. What's it called? I'll check it out after the stream. Lolly Hitler with magic. Alright then. That's certainly an interesting thing. Can't get away from that joke, can I? Oh, it's just called Evil God Tanya? Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Artillery in World War I is a bit of a scary thing. That train moves fast. The hell is this train fueled by? That's charcoal. Oh wait, is that a level 2 train? That is a level 2 train. That explains everything. So what we're going to do... the Saga of Tanya the Evil. She's a very nice person. With a name like Tanya the Evil, one would hope so. You don't just get that name for no reason. Actually... No, I was still right the first time. Okay, so what I want to do is have this only activate... Oh. I want to enable, disable when mineralized water is... Gosh, I don't know, below 200,000? Is that right? Yeah. Okay, and that'll hopefully sort everything out. And we're just going to ditch the mineralized water for a moment, which of course will make this go nuts for a while. But that's alright. Then I imagine... Sludge... rockets upwards? Do we get more sludge? He has more sludge? Slightly. I mean, it did go up. We could also turn that one off in the same way. Yeah, maybe we should turn that one off in the same way. Okay, and we're gonna go... Okay, so that's going to fire through for the moment, but once that hits a high enough number, it'll stop. And meanwhile, other mineralized water will get through, and it should mean it's okay. Meanwhile, these are mostly running effectively. Okay, so is that extra production helping? Maybe I should be searching for it. Yes. Yes, we went from 144 to 188. So that means hopefully tin, there we go, tin is actually coming through now. Not quite as much as I would like, but it is coming through. And that's what really matters. And with that, I imagine we've got, hopefully, that's right, none of that is being made still. Because it's not coming through quite as effectively as it needs to. But it is coming through. So maybe there's a few things where it's just a bit short right now and it's just catching up. And once it catches up, then it'll be okay again. Aluminium. Aluminium is still low. What is wrong with aluminium? Just, again, not making enough sludge. How long have I let this suffer for? Because clearly sludge is a problem that we have not looked after. Meanwhile, acid is fine. But I do worry worry about just the general lack of resources. It's going through, it's just being consumed faster than I'm creating it. I mean, this tin is going pretty well. Pretty happy about that tin. I mean, this stuff is being made as well, which is probably another thing that was slowing us down. Okay, well, you know what? We are done for today. I think next episode we're still going to need to further enhance the amount of sludge that we produce, because I just don't think we make enough of it. I thought we did, but clearly we don't. And then once everything is kind of going at maximum speed due to sufficient sludge, then... Oh wait, that's copper that was lacking? Gosh, is copper also a problem? I thought we were fine with copper. No, copper's also a problem. Okay, good. Well, anyway, with that, I am going to head off for today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you again for Dagoo for your very generous subscription. For those of you who don't know, I now have a emote. It is a very cute cat. I'm just going to put it in the chat because it's adorable. So you've got, if you subscribe to me, you get access to that cat, and also you support me, which, you know, is greatly appreciated. Don't feel anyone has to, like, this is not my career, this is just a thing I do for fun, but it is nice to support me, he says. Beyond that, you can also watch these videos on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. The links for that are below. That is where I post all these videos, and also my Dark Souls randomizer. So if you're interested in watching back episodes of that, that's where you'd find them. They are a little back episodes, probably the correct phrase, because I am quite far behind. But they are coming. They are coming. Also, you can find what times I'll be streaming by the schedule below. Thankfully, the schedule does adjust to your time, so rather than me trying to guess what GMT plus 12 is and GMT plus 8, and then, I don't know, time is weird. So you can see the schedule below and figure that out for yourself. Everything beyond that, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Take care, everyone.